Hello. Good evening. Onyebuchi Anyanwụ. How are you doing? Onye ike ime. All right. How is your weekend going? Hmm? Wow. Dubai. All right. Here in Nigeria. How is the weather in Dubai? Hmm? You asked if I'm married. No, I'm not married. But I'm in a serious relationship. Not married, but in a serious relationship. Oh, it's still raining here. It's still raining here. Thank you. Wow, the money fell. Oh, thank you. My boyfriend tells me that always, that I'm so pretty. My dear, I have something to discuss, but I don't have viewers yet. Do you have any topic in mind that you want me to talk about? You can bring it up so you and I can, let's just do the talking. Is this your first time on my live stream? Because I think I've occasionally seen this handle before. Is it your first time on my handle? On my live stream? uh, I'm sorry about that. Mm. Mm. Insecurity. Wow. Well, I think the insecurity is not everywhere in the country. It's not in all the 36 states in Nigeria. And no matter how bad the news, flying around, it doesn't look that way. It doesn't sound that way. And I think the insecurity is much far in the northern part of the country, like the Borno, Gombe, Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano. You know, those are the places you will hear much about the insecurity and all that. But and I think one thing that is very common in the southeast, the southeast is just the kidnapping, which is being taken care of it by some of the governors. Some of the governors are doing amazing well, but I cannot say for sure for the governor of my own very state, the governor of Imo State. What's his name? I don't know, that bleaching governor. I can't say much about him though, but it's still on check. Some well-meaning individuals are taking it upon themselves to make sure that the insecurity, the kidnapping, and all that is being taken care of. That is why I like most. I love, that is why I love the South so much. The South side. Okay, you can imagine. You can imagine. That is why I like the South states. It is not like that. You can hardly hear about insecurity. You can hardly hear about kidnapping. This was like Port Harcourt, Lagos, all those South region. You don't hear about those things. But like I said earlier, some of the governors are doing amazing well. They are very good in what they are doing. Abia State now is under check. At least Alex Oti is doing wonderful. When you come to the roads, Alex is doing well. When you come to the teachers being paid their what is it called? Their gratuity and all that. Alex Oti is trying. But come to my own very state, the Imo State. You cannot say that. They will give you a video of a other country. They will video other country as if they are doing a job. I say, oh, this is Imo State. But when you go to that particular place, it is rubbish. The only place I can now say that Imo State governor, Abi, what is it? Is it a house of rep, or is it a well-meaning individual came out to do something? From my own place, when you're coming from Omahia to Owerri, that is a very major road. That road is such in a very bad state, as in bad state. But I can remember the village and when I traveled on that was June or July. When I got to that place, I was shouting. I was so marveled. I was like, what's happening here? What's as in, and nobody even gave me a hint of, oh, this is what is happening. I never knew. You see it? I thought I was like trying to sound off key. I was like, what's happening? The road is now a bit better. Though what they are doing there is what we call um 5/10. I don't know if I'm even I don't let me just say I gave them a fair pass, a fair remark. 5/10. That is what they are doing there. But at least, okay, now during the festive period now, as the festive period is coming, hey God, you see the kind of traffic there, congestion, as in when you get to Achingali down to Abo, you will stay for, if not for 3 to 4 hours on that road, unless you find another route to maneuver those inside villages, then you find your way. If not, the kind of traffic, but I think it will be less this season because the road is somehow built not too good. And some again, the contractors, when you give them this contract, they don't do the jobs they have been paid for. They do nonsense. All they are so after is how to eat the money, but they will never do the job. And the people who give them this job still will go back and tell them to ask them for compensation. That is the kind of country I am into. Nigeria is a messed country. I'm sorry to say that. Each time I come out, I'll say, people will say, why do you have you seen a good country? And you will not give them their remark and say, oh, this country is doing amazing well. And when you see a good thing, you say, oh, this is good. At my age, I will call white and I will say, oh, this is bad. Okay, can't you see what is happening? A sitting senator is making a mess of himself on the social media. You married a minor and you still have the mouth, you have the guts, you have the infantry, you have the boldness to come out and you're saying rubbish. The mother of your kids, you came out and you threw her under the wheel. When you were marrying such a girl, what were you expecting? That she will behave like an adult? If other of your wives can behave like an adult, but she herself, a girl you married when she was 17 years old, and you're here saying nonsense. Okay, June, right? Okay, you can see now. Yes, I traveled. That was me. I traveled. That was June. Or, no, that was July. That was when I traveled. I was like, when I got there, I was like, who? What's happening? Oh my, had to Achingali, as in, it's a smooth ride. But just that it's not a perfect job. But we can still say thank you to them. You understand? It's not a perfect job. But like in the next 3-4 years, it will start getting bad. It's even getting bad now, like what I learned. But we can just say thank you to them. You understand? So Nigeria is one country that you sleep, you wake up, salute you, that you sleep, you wake up, you hear one thing. You sleep again, you wake up, you hear one thing. You sleep again, you wake up, you hear one thing. But what can we do? Bless you too, Joel. How are you doing? What can you do? Guys, please, the way you will support me is by tapping on your screen for me. Tap on your screen for me. On the heart button, just tap, click on it. It helps me. It helps my live streaming. You understand? So, when you come to Nigeria, so many dramas. Look at what Mike is doing. A power drunk individual. You're harassing a military officer. Because why? I'm telling you, you're harassing a military officer. Because why? What is in your mind? And today you are out debunking those things. I say, no, you didn't say something like that. Ah, la, 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 la. What if there was no evidence of you making harassment to that child, to that boy? And then when you come out to debunk, who will say it's a lie, you never did something like that. Oh, you never did something like that. What are we going to do? Hmm? Who would have believed? Oh, people will now come out and say, oh, for the people who hate him, he never said something like that. We are just trying to. My dear, you see, this is my country called Nigeria. Oh, I just pray that one day we wake up and things are being done right. That is it. That is one thing I pray. That we wake up one morning and things are being done right. Apart from that, no. Old people recycling themselves to be into power, making every way possible that they are in power. They make sure that they still want to maintain that seat by any way. They will rig election. Anything riggable, they will do it. Nigeria is just a drama, my brother. A drama every day. Like you are yet to complete the episode 1. Episode 1A is out. You know, we have episode 1, have episode 1A, have episode 1B, have episode B. That is how the drama of Nigeria keep increasing every day. You yourself, you're yet to watch the episode 1A, and another one is out. You don't even know if you will go back to watch, and you must have to go and watch the episode A1, you know, which is where the main details of everything is. You understand? That is where the detail of everything is. You need to go and watch it for you to get the meaning of episode A and episode AB and all that. That is my Nigeria for you. But what are we gonna do? And when people say pray for Nigeria, pray. What do you think prayer? What do you think prayer is gonna do? Prayer is not gonna do anything. It's just that our leaders should change their minds. We know they are embezzling funds. These people are embezzling funds. They are. But why they embezzle funds? They should do something. Our president is all over country borrowing money everywhere. Teachers are not being paid, salaries are not being paid, gratuities are not being paid, pensioners are not being paid. We don't have hospitals, we don't have roads, we don't have 247 electricity, nothing is working. But each time Tinubu rises, all he does in all over the country, he has borrowed from China. I don't know where else he will go. Eh? If you talk that one, Nnamdi Kalu is still in detention, trying to defend himself. No way. Is it not because he's calling for the definition um of the country, for the sovereign state of Biafra? Is it not what he's calling for? That they held him with no charges. Oh yeah, what is the charge of what is the crime of this man? They bring it out, they bring this one, and his lawyers are scared to call a spade, and the man said, okay, I'm gonna put all of you down, I'm going to be the one, to defend myself. I will be my own lawyer. I will state things the way it is. Okay, the 2 times this man has been in court, what happened? He was so vocal. He was so open to say everything the way it is. And that is why they are scared of him. That is why they are scared of him. A man came out he's from Jos, right? The man is from Jos. That pastor came out, he's from Jos, and said that there is a genocide in Nigeria. And this genocide has been happening and people kept quiet. There is genocide. So many things are happening. The Christians have been, in the far north of Nigeria. And this man came out, raised alarm and said, look out, oh, so many. Him himself was saying it. There is one man who always come out to speak for those Islamic extremists. What is that his name? Gumin. Gumin is now coming out to say that this supposed pastor who is saying now there is a genocide in his state, that there's nothing like that. That man is pretending. All those all those mass funeral are not true. I don't know if you've heard about them. That all those mass funerals are not true, that there is no genocide. Or if there is genocide for Christians, there is also genocide for Muslims. Okay, when you know there is a genocide for Muslims, why didn't you come out to speak out, just like the man is doing? This is just conspiracy. When this country will rise to fight insecurity, we will know. Because they all know who these people are. They know them. At least if they can hold this Gumin responsible, you are always in defense of, you are the spokesperson to these bandits. You are always the one. Whatever they say, something like this, whatever they say, oh, just like the way, why he's even saying this, because Trump said he's coming to send his military chant to Nigeria to, because of the genocide. He is out. No, there's no genocide. There's not this. There's not that. Really? Is this the Nigeria we all hope for to be better? My dear, my dear, they don't even care. They don't even care. With the little experience I have about what is happening in the topper positions, I have had the experience. I have sat with some of these people. I've gone to their offices. My dear, I will tell you for a fact that every day, each day, every day the day brightens, Nigeria is going deep neck in corruption. And it will not get better. As long as those old people are there, it's not getting better. You can't find justice in this country. I always advise my siblings and the people I care about and say, make sure in anything you do in this life, in this country, you don't find yourself in a position where you have to come and talk. Nobody will listen to you. Nobody. They will not. Make sure any transactions you're doing with people, wash your hand, wash your face very well, and make sure have evidence. Receipt is very important. Even at the receipt self, many of them are compromised. So what do you think you will get from this country? Idea. That one is a story for another day. Nigeria is never gonna get better. Never. I remember when I was still small, my father would say, Nigeria is never going to get better. And I'm at this age now. Next year, by the grace of God, on the 19th of March, I will be 30. And Nigeria has not yet. My dear, it's not that though. It's not that. I'm having a YouTube glitch. That is why. I don't usually have this kind of this thing. But I believe with time it will come normal. With time it will come normal. No? Then when that is when you see people, they sell off all properties. So many places now in this country, you see this person want to sell their property. This one want to sell their property. When you ask them, why are you selling your property? They will tell you they want to travel. The reason for selling properties, do you know how many properties for sale that is littered everywhere? People want to sell their properties and run off from this country. And you think you blame them? No. If you have that opportunity, me self that is even staying here self, if I have the opportunity, I'm leaving them. No, I'm not active on IG. I have an IG this time, but I'm not active there. You know, I've made a first attempt and it didn't work, and I'm gonna make a second attempt, and this time it's gonna work. Nigeria, but not as if I will go and come back. Nigeria is a blessed country. The level of commercial and investment is very high here. If you know what you're doing, irrespective of the corruption of whatever is happening, if you put your eyes down in this country and invest your money wisely, you're gonna make money. And people are doing it, irrespective of what we hear on the radio. Oh, insecurity, this and that. People are still making money in this country. Irrespective of that, people are still making money. You know. So do what works for you. Why do you want to reach out to me privately? Why? Ha! You think I want to stay here? Hey, hey. No, my own is just go for entertainment, have fun, relax myself, on holidays, then come back. Me. Nigeria is blessed. There is money in this country. Forget about the noise. Forget about the insecurity. Forget about the corruption. If you invest your money wisely, you will make your money. I am telling you. Forget the negative part of the country. Money is here. Invest your money wisely. You will get it. That is one thing. No, I don't. I don't. Unless it's business. So if it is not business related, I don't. Of course, Nigeria is very good in making money. If you want to make real money, you will make money. Find a very particular niche that is not so common. Invest your money there, and you will make money. Okay, you will make money. There are so many business. Oh, thank you, Emmanuel. There are so many good business ideas in this country for you to make money. So many business ideas on how you will make money in this country. So many ways you will make money in this country and you still succeed. Then when you make money here, you can travel out, have fun, go for a holiday, relax yourself, then come back again. That's what I want to do. I just want to stay in Nigeria, make my money, then travel out, go for holiday, tour the country, then come back. Who are we going to leave this country? We are not living here. We go see this country. No. Yeah. No. If not for the good basic amenities in outside traveling out, Nigeria is better. Nigeria is a very good place. Hmm? Nigeria is a very, very, very good place. But just that we have spoiled and corrupt leaders who are not even ready to change. A 90-year-old man is sitting very firmly on his seat and call himself president, and you're doing nothing. Hmm? We're not gonna run. We'll stay here and fix the country. I'm glad you know. I'm glad. I'm very glad you know. Mhm. But if you tell some of them, they say it's a lie. They'll tell you, "No, no, 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 no." I will not even advise anybody. Hmm? You see that your investment, that your property, you want to sell. You want to sell and then move to another country. Hmm? If you have that property like 2 to 3, you can sell one and start business here. Start a very good working business, and you will enjoy. When you feel like relaxing, you travel out. You go and relax. Maybe do your medicals there and then come back. Because the Nigeria system, some hospitals here in Nigeria are amazing. We will not say no. Some, especially, is a private hospital, because you can never hold accountable for public hospitals. Even when you go to private public hospitals, the doctors who are there, all of them own their own hospitals, or they will not refer you to their friends' hospitals where you will go 50-50 percentage and all that. There are good and amazing hospitals, private hospitals in this country. So if you think you don't trust the Nigerian one and you've made your money, you can go abroad to do your medicals, come back, refresh yourself, come back and bend down and do your business. That is my own idea. I'm not leaving the country. Just enjoy. Make my money here. Go abroad. Look around. Catch few things they are doing there. Come here and implement it. Make my money out of it. And enjoy life. Who won't leave Nigeria for? Hmm? Who? No, now. We're gonna stay here. What do you mean? Want you from my name? Please don't forget. I don't understand what you meant. What are you trying to say? Middle legs. Hmm? What are you trying to say? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. See you some other time. What's my favorite name? Chinyerenwa, given to be my maternal grandmother. Chinyerenwa was given to me by my maternal grandmother. So, that's my favorite name in the world. And I'm so upset that I didn't use that name as my official name. Because that woman, I hold her so dear to my soul. She's so dear to me. If I have the powers to bring back somebody back to life, she will be the person I'm going to bring back to life, because I so much miss her. I miss that woman. I miss my Antonia so much. An amazing woman. And the meaning of my Chinyerenwa is God gives child. And the name is a typical example of who I am. Is a typical reflection or a typical definition of who I am. Chinyerenwa. I love that name so much, and I love the person who gave it to me. She's someone I remember daily. I always remember her. Who do you love most out of your family members? Who do I love most out of my family members? Myself. I love myself so much. Me. 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 Me first. Every other thing can come, but me first. Yeah. Me first. Every other thing can come. Oh, YouTube. My greatest wish is to be alive, healthy, make more money. That's my greatest wish. To be alive, healthy, make more money. Everyone around me is healthy. I can help so many people as I can. Make sure that the kids in the streets don't beg for food. Adebanjo Femi, hello. How are you? Long time. I'm alright. Where have you been? These are my founders of of when I started this YouTube journey. Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you told me. And how is it going? Hey, if I'm a billionaire, you see the kids on the streets begging for food. I will feed them. I'll make sure they are properly fed. Make sure they get the best and quality education. Make sure there is a roof over their head. Even if, as I am not a billionaire now, I make sure that every kid don't go hungry. Any child I come across, I make sure they don't go hungry. You must eat. So how far for your masters? What's happening? Gist me small. Tell me. Remind me of my days. Helping the needy is one of my top-notch priority. Helping the needy. My dad. My dad. He's my best friend and my gossip mate. Growing up was a tough challenge for me. You know, when you... I didn't say my dad. I didn't say my mom. I said my dad. It was a tough challenge for me. You know, one time you were born with a silver spoon and along the line everything went off. Life was so hard. So the things I passed through growing up, I wouldn't want any child to go through it. None. I wouldn't want any child to go through it. That is why I encourage parents that make sure you give birth to the numbers you can train. I know life happens, but you know, make sure you do the ones you know you can do. No child deserves to come out and bear consequences of what they are not aware of. You know, if you discuss with your partner, make sure you know the amounts. You know, practice save wherever to make sure a child doesn't come mistakenly and you say, oh, we didn't know, we wanted to have 4 and now we have 6. Make sure it is well discussed. When you get to that amount with that number you want to give, you can go to your doctor. You can go to your doctor and do the necessary things and stop. You can enjoy with your husband, but make sure kids are not forthcoming. Things are hard, and I don't like seeing a child hungry. I don't like seeing a child not well taken care of. A situation whereby a child is sick, instead of taking the child to the hospital or to a very good pharmacy who can attend to the child, you're giving the child an alternative because another alternative because that is the only alternative you can sort, and the child is still in pain. I don't encourage that. I don't like it. Make sure a child, there are some kids, they'll say, oh, we don't know, I don't want to go to school. Identify what that child wants. In skills, children are still doing well in skills. As long as the child can read and read and write, which is very basic in communication, and the child said, I want to go into this type of skills. Encourage your children also to go into skills. It's not about reading and writing. Encourage them. You'll see life changing. So that is my top priority, to make sure that every child is well taken care of. No child around me will ever say, even in my own trying to, put myself in a comfortable way, no child around me will say they ever met me and they say they are hungry and I didn't give them food. I will find a solution, even if it's to borrow. I will borrow and make sure you're fed. Eat first, and every other thing can be taken care of. Eat. My late maternal mother would say, eat first. When you eat, oh no. It's 5 p.m. here now. 5:03 p.m. You know, they'll say eat first and get yourself full. Let the child eat. If the child doesn't go to school, or if you don't have the money to send your children to school, don't allow them stay at home. Find a skill, early skill, and enroll them in. Enroll them. So many kids are doing amazing as a mechanic, as electricians, as um as an electrician, as a tech, as a tailoring, maybe cooking and all that. So many children are doing well and they are making massive growth for themselves. It's not about school. Not everybody will go to school. You understand? But one of the most thing is just make sure you have kids you can train. But life will, if life happens, you know how to control that. You know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. Is there even a country that is the best? Every country have their loophole, but just that the way they manage this, that is what's the best. Every country have one place they are not good at, but the way they manage is very better. That's what I can say. America. Adebanje Femi. What is confirmed talk? I don't think America still have where they are not good at. Every country is best at on its own. They are very best on their own. No country is the best. It's just the way they manage their situation. That is what matters. If Nigeria manages their whatever nonsense they are into, they will be good. We are still good, Sha. Of course, everyone. We have where they pain us. You know, if we can fix it, we're still good in what we're doing. Nine. Oh yeah, the chapanomo is well. Oof. Chimo, coach. Yeah. Is Iran an Asian country? It's okay, thank you. I injured my finger. Is Iran an Asian country? Is Iran an Asian country? No, it's Middle East. So why did you say I don't know that you live in an Asian country? You live outside your country. Don't you live in your country, in your hometown? Adebanjo Femi, how is the weather over there in the UK? We are 1 hour ahead of you guys now. Sorry. Canada, right? Who is Femi that told me that he's in Canada doing his masters? I have a Femi who is in Canada who is doing his masters. I have a Femi who is in Canada doing his masters. Oh, well, and you are here in Nigeria doing your own masters. Wow. How are you doing? How is the program so far here in Nigeria? That is one thing I regret doing with that here in Nigeria. Nothing will ever make me go to school to go and say I'm going to study anything in this country. Nothing. Nothing. This country. Ha. This country. I regret. That time my cousin would say, oh, if the money they use in training you is good, they use it and go and train goats. This goat you're training now, it would have been better. I thought that boy was abusing me or was cursing me. I didn't know he was right. You know? Why do you have to work that high and then go buy a PlayStation? What do you need a PlayStation for? Hmm? What what do you need a PlayStation for? Hmm? You work that far and then you go buy a PlayStation. What do you need it for? Hmm? You don't have other problems you can solve apart from buying a PlayStation so you can play games with it. Well, that's your own pressing need, I guess. Everyone, you don't even tell people how to spend the money they make. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for using that word anyway. If that is what you need and it will make you happy, go for it. It's okay. As long as you're the one working the money, do whatever you like with it. Oh god. Um, all right, guys. I have to say thank you. I don't know. I don't know about this. It should be like from 18 upwards because that is the my viewers cycle that is registered on this my YouTube channel. It should be from 18 upwards because my live streaming, my contents are not for kids. I don't know. Mide, how old are you? Can I know how old you are? Though some of them lie because they register another thing with their YouTube channels. What currency do Iran use? What currency do you guys use in Iran?